Hi, hello to Thrill Seekers, and welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be covering the adventure pack that was just announced today. We're going to give a full breakdown of this image that we have from the post, and well, let's get right into it. The big thing that I really want to get into here is that if you look in the top right corner of the screen, you will see a waterfall. Yes, that's right, a waterfall. Finally, after just over a year this game's been out, we finally have waterfalls. At least that's what it appears to be. I believe the way this waterfall will function is just using the special effects pieces, kind of like how the rain functions from the spooky pack that we had. So, like, you would place down the special effect item, and then the waterfall, which is the special effect itself, would play out in the area, and then you can use some other water effects to make the impact on the body of water you have below. And also, if we look just below the waterfall, you will see that there's actually bridges that goes across. Either these bridges are piece by piece, or they're just actual full objects. Most likely they're full objects, but I mean, if you could make bridges like that, piece by piece, like you'd have your bridge, like bottom piece, then you would have your ropes with the pillars on it. That would be interesting, but most likely it's just its own object. And then if we look just a little bit further below, over to the left slightly, you'll see a crashed plane. This looks like it's its own object. Either it's already crashed, or we would have a actual plane object that's like intact, and that's just like a smoke effect that's just in front of it. We can also see around the plane, we got some crocodiles, so it looks like we're going to be getting some animal animatronics. And then, of course, we got a brand new tree, and if we look around the entire image, we can see that there's a whole bunch of these new trees, bushes, and other plants, such as vines, which is looking really nice. If we look just below the plane now, you will see that there's actually a ride there. You can see a piece of track, and then you have a boat just a little bit off to the right. This is one of the new rides that's in the adventure pack, which is kind of like Jungle Cruise, if you guys have ever been on that at Disneyland or Walt Disney World. So I'm really looking forward to that. If we look just below the track, kind of like on the beach, I guess you could say, basically look at the path and then look off to the right beyond those rocks. You'll see just a little bit of an object there. I can't make out what that is, but it does appear to might be some snakes. Maybe. I don't know for sure. I can't actually tell. So the path we have here is just your standard path. It doesn't look like we have a brand new path there, but if we actually look, I just noticed this now, if we actually look at the structure, and then look at the path just behind the structure, it does look like we have a brand new path there. I can't make out the pattern of the path, but it might just be like a adventure, like brick path, possibly. Of course, when we look at the building, we got a brand new building set that we can use. It might be like a mix between Egypt and Mayan, possibly. I don't know. I'm just guessing here. But it's definitely adventure themed for sure, because that's the pack name. And the fires that are there, I don't know if those fires are part of those objects or if those are fires from the special effects. Most likely it's the fire from the special effects, and those are just the objects you can place down, and you can place whatever you want on top of it. I think that would be like the best choice. If we look over to the right, I just noticed this right now. I'm noticing most of these right now, and I'm breaking this image down for you guys, because there's just so much in this image that you can just look at and take notice of. If we just look off to the right, so kind of like by the plane, but just left to the plane, you'll see that there's a little bit of an orange speck there. It looks like inside of that mountain, there's like lava or something in there. if lava is part of this game now in this adventure pack, that would be a very interesting addition, and I'm interested in how that would work. If it's like kind of like the same function of the way you would place on water, or if it's like its own object as a flat surface that you can expand out, have it clip inside the terrain to make it look like this body of lava. I'm interested in how that's going to function, if that's what it really is. I don't know, can't entirely tell for sure, but it appears that it might actually be lava. There's another animal just in the bushes below the that lava part that we just mentioned. I can't make out what that is currently. Might be a hippo, might not, I don't know. And then, of course, when we look back at the building set, if we look at the top, we can see some giant scorpions. That's going to be interesting to mess around with, just placing them around your ride, maybe use them for jump scares. Most likely they're the animatronics. I don't think these are actually stationary. Got like a bunch of different building pieces you can use, as we got like those snakes that are going up. Most likely those are like multiple different pieces. So you got like the snake head, you got the curved body pieces. Let's actually talk about what's coming into the pack of what we know. So far, when I've been reading over the forum post, it appears that there's going to be 3 new rides coming in this pack, and we can see one of them right away when we're looking at this image here. There's another ride that's coming out that's going to be a coaster that's going to be called Gold Fever. It's going to be a mine coaster which will take your guests through the most mysterious places and curious caves. So, I'm curious on what this is, because we already have a mine coaster in the game. So, this might be like a wooden mouse coaster of a mine train, kind of like what we got in Roller Coaster Tycoon. Or maybe just a different variation of the mine train, kind of like an Expedition Everest-like style. Not in terms of functionality, where you would have your coaster suddenly going the opposite direction on track switches, but instead of the overall look, like having an engine in the back instead of the front, so then you would have the track style being slightly different, and so on. But I doubt that. It most likely is just a wooden mine train. And to be honest, I wouldn't mind that. I would actually love to have a wooden mine train. Like a wooden mouse coaster mine train, I mean. And then we also have Island Adventure, which is the high-capacity boat ride, which we can see right there on the screen. Then we also have, we look through this forum post, Land Ahoy. Basically, it appears to be the Island Adventure's little sister, with the added benefit of not requiring a body of water to be built on, as it has its own custom channel. So, it kind of like seems like it would be the River Rafts ride from Roller Coaster Tycoon, I guess you could say. Like it's the same ride as what you see on screen, but instead it's not using a track in a large body of water already. It's instead using its own water channel. So, if you don't know what I mean by that, think of the log flumes and the River Rapids rides we already have in the game. It's not using a body of water, instead of using its own channel of water from the track. So when we're looking through the forum post here, it says that there's also a brand new adventure-themed wall set, as we see. Both static and animated wall attachments, special effects, shop and path extras, doors, fences, animated scenery, and triggered coaster doors, signs, and a new face joining the entertainer crew. So it appears to have an all-new entertainer, and their name is Renew View. I don't know. I don't know how to pronounce that currently. Someone correct me in the comments, please. Yeah, I don't know what the entertainer might look like. I don't know if they're on this screenshot here. I highly doubt that. But Can't wait. Always love getting new entertainers in the game. But yeah, so that's kind of like all I can really pick out of the current information we have. There is apparently a free update as well, along with this paid content update, as what happened when the Spooky Pack came out. And it seems like in the free updates, it will include just core improvements, UI improvements, and Vista points. Basically, what appears by the Vista points is like photo opportunities in the game. So guests can like go up to these points, take photos, and yeah, I kind of like the entertainer points that we already have in the game, but instead of just meeting the entertainer, we would have photo points where guests can come up and take a photo. But yeah, so that's all we can really break out of this image here. So yeah, can't wait for this to come out. When it does come out, which is on appears to be December 18th. So it's 10 days away from me. Yeah. But when it does come out, I'll do a live stream of this pack just to see everything that we can use from it and what we can make using these new items. I would love to actually recreate Jungle Cruise by the time this pack comes out, because that's one of my favorite rides from Disney. It's all the jokes that the cast members make on it. But anyways, enough rambling. I'll see you guys in another video, and as usual, enjoy the rest of your day here at BBP Games.